But actually, there was some image I was going to put up here. It's 5 in the morning, and I've been awake since 3. It's kind of hot to sleep. And I have my doors open and everything, so I don't want to speak too loud, which is good since this usually is like an ASMR. I'm drinking coffee and trying to get more awake. It was some cards I pulled. I think I said I would hi someone and that I would upload now. But I've forgotten what it was. Hi, second one. Someone. I don't see who you are, but I see you're here. Hey. Yeah, so I don't recall. I said I would have a certain thumbnail. I would have it next time. Then I will have to re-listen the past one. What I said, I've forgotten. So, anyone who have questions for the cards, I think I will just pull cards for questions today, rather than just general ones. So, do you have a question, Kara? Now when I know your name, how it's pronounced. I can mention what decks I have here. I have, let's see, I have some Native American actually also, and I'm sorry, I'm bumping into stuff. Nicoletta Kekoli Tarot. Oh, awesome. Wonderful. And then the Romance Angels, Medicine Woman, Mercy, no, not Mercy, what is it called now? Yeah, Mercy. I've never used that really. And then Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and Syrian Starseed, and the Witch's Oracle. I think those are the ones that I reach where I sit now. But I have some others quite close also. The Voodoo and Mystical Shaman Oracle, Book of Shadows Tarot, and Steampunk is not as I can reach them, but I see them, so I can easily reach them. Yeah. So if you have any suggestion on what deck, then I can go for that one. And if you have any questions, I will pull a general card until I get a question then. Oh, sorry. I'll pull one from the Witch's Oracle. Actually, I did before also, but it was more like for me. So I'll pull one for us all, or us few. Let's see. I'm seeking a therapy specifically for my needs, and my question is, will I be validated? Oh, this was a little bit tricky question, since it depends on whether the spirits, I think that you communicate with the spirits through the cards as well, if they agree that it is specifically for your needs, because I think probably you will get what you need, but you ask for that specific thing you have asked for, so to speak, how it will go. Will you be validated for that? I assume. So first I will pull a general one for us. Maybe that question will be included in that, and then I will pull one for you. If you want a specific deck of those that I have here, let me know. But I will pull a general one for us all first. Yeah, if you got this right, yeah. We will see. Sometimes we don't even for sure know what is what we need, even if we feel like it. Maybe afterwards we realize it was something else. Oh, okay, I will take the steampunk for you. I will first do this then. For the general, for us, the High Priest is reversed. Book of Shadows we got, and which talks about experience. Oh, I will try to keep these up then and upload them at least on my page, just images of them on my Facebook page. And then the High Priest Guardian, it says it's a really beautiful one. Both these cards are. I haven't used these a lot either. The fiery and sun around it. Now when it's closing into little and all. So let's see. What it says here in the book. Oh, okay, awesome that you are. I also get although I don't get tingles for myself, though. I still relax when I speak softly. I mean, when I breathe and speak. Okay, let's see. Book of Shadows experience, crown chakra, experience, discovery, acceptance. The grimoire or book of, I don't think you say it that way, grimoire. Yeah, like that. Or book of shadows is a term used traditionally for a witch's personal Bible. The place where he or she stores sacred and occult knowledge and experience, spells and magical formula. The Book of Shadows may well have been one of the first types of personal diary. Gathering experiences is the tone of this card. Journeys of discovery in your inner and outer world will provide a rich fabric with which to weave your life. The Book of Shadows writes each chapter of your life. Embrace and welcome these experiences because they are the teachers and will show you the ways of the wise if you let them to do so. Explore yourself and explore possibilities. By doing so, you will make discoveries beyond your imagination. Be wise and understanding. Whenever you are deep in the dark night, remember that life is changing. You are about to have worthwhile experiences. Oh, I stutter when I read. And there is in this deck, there is high notes and low notes, but for the interpretation, and here it says, and I think of that as if you say like upright or reversed. But the high note here is wisdom from experience is being integrated into your soul. I will read the low note, although it came up upright. Have no fear, you are returning to your true self. They are very beautiful, these, although I haven't used them a lot. And there was something I came to think about now. What was that? Yeah, that this doing videos is very much to me, I guess, a sort of usually I write a lot, and I still do to some degree randomly, and I also have some dream journals and various kinds of journals. But I think that this is very much one also. And oftentimes we can learn as much from ourselves, specifically if we give advice to others. Usually they really fit us well, or maybe best. And also when you listen back, for example, you who also have made videos and so on, you didn't have many on this other channel. I saw it just one. Was it like a brief one or? Anyways, yeah. So I think listening back to what you have said yourself or reading what you have written down will give you the tools, will give you what you really, really need. Well, okay. Rather than listening to others, of course, we can get it from there as well, but usually we have the answers. And if we really listen to ourselves, then we will get it. Okay, this actually came reversed, but I will read it as it says here anyways. The High Priest Guardian, consciousness, guardianship, wisdom, guidance. The High Priest is the masculine aspect of adeptship, originating from the word presbyter, or however you say, which means elder. Yeah. It indicates someone who is versed in the ways of wisdom and authorized to perform sacred rites. In Wicca, the high priest supports the high priestess during rituals and acts as the masculine complement to the goddess or priestess where required. The high priest is calling you to let... Oh, now I realize why this came up actually. But anyways, the high priest is calling you to let maturity be your guide and not to enter into commitments beyond your capabilities at this time. Maybe this is the most important message also, when it's reversed to maybe we do that. You may well receive the influence or help of a man in authority and can expect authority issues to figure strongly when this card appears. Guard what you believe in, but honor the wisdom of others and be humble in your dealings with the world. An elder or wise one knows that humility is essential for grace to be present. You may have experienced humbling situations. Pick yourself up and stand true to your higher purpose, then reach for the stars, confident that you too have a reason to be here. And since this probably is the low note, then it was reversed. Humility is highlighted. Oh. And the high note would be with wisdom, absolutely anything is possible. But yeah, we need to be a little bit humble. This shines like the star. No, well, not like the star, but like the sun. But I will. We will see what I put up in this thumbnail. But well, I did already beforehand. I think some sort of. Anyways, maybe I'll change that to these cards or something. We will see. But now we'll go for the steampunk then. I'll just take a sip on my coffee as well before I get... Oh, there is a third one here. I don't know who. Okay, I need to now actually reach it. So, so let's see. So the question is if you will be validated. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if is my gut right. There are like, to me, it's like 3 questions in there. So I will ask them all 3 actually, although you mean it as 1 question, I understand that. But to me, it's 3. So I will first ask if this what you have asked for is specifically for your needs. And that is quite the same as is your gut right, actually. And then will it be validated? So your gut is always right, but it may respond to various other things than what we think sometimes. Anyways, okay. First, is this specifically for your needs? Is it really that? Before I ask if it will be validated. And then we get, this is like the home card. You can say 4 of Wands or celebrating. So I would assume so. And also 6 of Swords. So, and in this steampunk, I don't know if you, thank you. Don't know if you have seen these steampunk cards, all of them. There is, you can, if you search online, you can actually go where it's free, where you can get your own, press somewhere and I don't know if you can get a whole reading, but at least cards for questions or something like that when you search for steampunk tarot. Like automatically. It's quite awesome though. And it says a lot about the cards there as well. Anyways, so there you can see them if you want. Oh, good evening. The Tribes of the Moon. So 6 of Swords shows here. Usually it's like they're on a boat going from one, crossing a stream kind of, or something, or waters. But here they are flying in a sort of a air balloon airplane of sorts. And so So I think this will change things for you. I mean, it's really a good choice because, yeah, it's something. It's something to celebrate, or almost like a new home. Oh, you talked about that before as well, actually. So probably this is connected in the past or previous one. So yeah, first of all that, and then the real question you had: will it be validated? Okay, we'll see. Whoop. Okay, so what can I say about this card? Since I don't even use these reversed, but I dropped it so it came reversed, so now I'm confused. But usually this is really good, and it's such a beautiful card. This is Two of Cups, so it's obviously perfect fit, and also in this they are like there is a man and a woman here, and how can I describe it to you? I should show them, right? Oh, there are four people, yeah, right. Anyways, that each of their energies merge a bit, or intertwined, and create this wholeness of a certain yin yang symbol with like yellow and bright blue, and so, but it came reversed, although I don't use them reversed. So what can I say? I would assume, though, although since I usually don't use them reversed, that this will work well. That's what I think, or even not well, but perfect. So I will pull another one just because I dropped it to just confirm that. If you will be validated. Right. Whoa. So let's see now. Okay. Here comes 4 cards. 7 of Pentacles. I don't know if you paint and such. You are so brilliant. I mean, you have so many gifts and abilities. So maybe this, when I look, you ask me to also use my intuition when I look at the cards. So when I look at this, it seems like this man in the image stands like almost in a, it looks like a plant house or something, because there are windows everywhere, like in the roof and so on. But anyways, he's checking these or looking at these perfect pentacles he have created here on the wall. I don't know if he actually have painted them, but it doesn't matter. They are perfect. And yeah, I think this to you means that what you project or visualize is what you manifest, since this is the pentacles as well. And then we have 3 more cards here. So and the light shines through also these pentacles, so it's like very I get it that it's very soulful, the manifestations that comes through. Mark, this was worth it. Okay, yeah, and so the 3 cards that come after is a 4 of Cups. So maybe this was reversed, the previous one. I'm sorry that I don't come up with any more clear answer to that. If you will be validated, you will know anyways. But I think it relates mostly to this first card that that you create what it becomes also. But here the next card then is 4 of Cups, and here someone sits with their arms crossed, leaning backwards, and is quite pissed, and they have 3 or actually 2 cups here, and the one with wine and books. I don't know, sitting there in the dark, whatever it is, room, and maybe not a library, but a office almost, like, but lots of books and all time, and also a skull here watching over the whole thing. So there is a cup also in the behind him here. I think this means that, and the bottle and whatnot. This is that you haven't been pleased really with what came before, not fully, and or maybe not at all actually, and so you are a little bit. I wouldn't say bitter, but you have you distrust a little bit that it will come something good out of things, maybe, and that means that, I mean, if that is the attitude or the emotion, then that in itself may be blocking a little bit. So it's good if you can find your light-hearted view and knowing of your strength to manifest as well. So you don't feel like things just happen. I wonder. I thought he almost had a patched something on his head here, but that wasn't there. Anyways, moving on. Then we have the moon card, and this is about evolution here. Here it actually is. I think it's a cat. It looks like on one side, and then a dog on the other side. The first time I've seen that in one moon card. But it's about choosing, and also, yeah, it's a threshold as well. You're moving like you're guided by light, but you're also moving through some challenges very much here. And this central, what is it, like crab, is crawling there. Sometimes it feels like it goes so slow, and you have your visions are far ahead, but the physical or the manifestations don't follow. You feel it like that, I think. But this is also the subconscious, obviously, and dreams, the moon. So sometimes that is illusions as well, as you know. And let's see here. 42 and single. I get general reading. Bit you can, the tribes of the moon, you can ask a question rather. I've done a few general ones, and I think it's better with a question, but there is a question and a special messages. Okay, maybe I will do that then. Are you 42 still? No, I'm just kidding. All right. And then we have for you, Kara, Four of Swords as well, which means someone that is quite exhausted, which comes it goes very well with this first, with the Four of Cups there, or second card, that you kind of really need to rest and allow yourself to rest and not push yourself or things, because also there is this what is it called now, they having this this time of our lives, the sand, what are time glass or whatever, where it's pours sand. It's like you feel stress because like life running away from you, almost like you have to, you don't have time to rest because you need to do these things, or get these things moving. But it's rest that you need to be able to find both resting and dreaming and connecting with this, the light of your soul, the subconscious, because it will guide you as well. And sometimes the gut feeling is a little bit tricky, because like these Four Cups will feel in the gut that this won't work at all, but it's rather influenced by previous experiences and and not really connected to the intuition and now. So expect something new. I mean, you do, obviously, since you want this and think it's what you need. But also trust that it really can be something really good. Without letting these darker thoughts in too much. But I think if you give yourself the rest that you need, and you need a lot of rest, it's like almost you're, burned out, and not think about it too much, then you will start to see things in a brighter light. So that's for you. Okay, the Tribe of the Moon. What kind of deck do you want a specific one? You don't know which decks, if you didn't hear which ones I have, maybe. I have Witch's Oracle. Here I have also Steampunk that I use now. The Romance Angels. What else? Medicine Woman. Nicoletta Kikoli, I think it's called. Psychic Tarot of the Heart and Syrian Starseed. Marseille also, but I haven't never used them actually. Yeah, thank you. And also, if there are any questions about what I said on now, Kara, just ask me. Maybe I can explain better what I mean. Right? Oh, 5 people here. I feel overwhelmed. Witches or angels? Okay, so I have the Romance Angels and the Witches Oracle. I will take the Witches Oracle first then. Let's see. What was it now? Any messages for you at this time? Maybe in time I will start to give, because I'm a medium and psychic. So now I just read the cards a little bit intuitively, but maybe I will give specific messages in time. Is this the old Mark? Mark who had a different last name before? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, okay. I don't mean you're old though. Let's see now. I must concentrate. Tribes of the Moon. Yeah. Oh, lots of messages here. Okay. Obviously, I drop them constantly. I have to pick it up. Okay. Oh. So, what you got? I must think if this was even reversed. I will just read them upright, all the cards. 3 of them was upright, and I'm not sure if this holy water was upright or not. But holy water, purification, spell, enchantment, goddess, transcendence, and owl, wisdom keeper. And wasn't this very much your, Kara? I mean, about the owl. I think you were a little bit not obsessed with them for a while, but yeah. It was different Mark. Yeah, it was someone else that was active long ago. You've been listening to me. Haven't. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. All right, so I will just go through these one by one. I will check them together as well. But obviously, purification is quite understandable, and it's oftentimes because spell come after. So it's oftentimes, I don't know if you know this whole the 6-pointed star. It is like a triangle that is downwards and one triangle that is upwards. Sometimes that is an image of how you can manifest things. And the one, let's see now, pointing upwards, I would assume one of them anyways, is that you first need to cleanse what is in your subconscious, or if this purification may be physical, then I don't know, but still you need to cleanse away the old stuff or the subconscious stuff before you can create the new that you wish to do. So yeah, Star of David. Yeah, right. And so you let things out first, and then you can to do so, to like get rid of it. You could even if it's dreams or whatever, you can paint them or anything, and then you can start to affirm or visualize and feel new things. But if you keep that old stuff there and constantly try to manifest something new, it will still be messed up a little bit. Oh, maybe that's why. I will read about it. It's very beautiful, though. It's really bright, and there are lots of flowers in the heart here, and awesome. And so then it's lighter. The other card, it's like a fairy standing there with a rainbow between her hands, and very fertile environment and everything. This spell card. So, and then the goddess, which is maybe what you're manifesting. And I mean, in yourself, that is the transcendence. And then the wisdom keeper. Oh, beautiful cards. Well, I will just read what it says in the booklet. Very wonderful messages, though, and maybe some romance angels too as well. But let's see. So, purification, sacral chakra, thirst for knowledge, and then come this owl with the wisdom and everything. So you get what you seek. Purification, cleansing. Water has been venerated for thousands of years as the giver and nourisher of life. It can store frequencies beyond our understanding and so hold holy and or sacred energies. This card offers the opportunity to value our sacred right to pure and crystal clear water that nourishes our spiritual as well as physical thirst. Oh, I won't get overwhelmed. Okay. Consider whether you are in need of a clean. Let's see now. What did I read? No, okay. No, here I am. Holy water shows that your gift is clarity at this time. You have all the resources you need to progress your present situation. Go with the flow and watch how things unfold, trusting that this is what will lead you to your goal. Gold. Yeah, gold maybe also. You will shortly receive a blessing, perhaps even news you are not expecting. Consider whether you are in need of a cleansing, but you have already done that, so I'm so certain this is what the card means, really. Perhaps demands on you have left you drained. Wash yourself. Wash yourself down with holy water. Meditate upon this card daily, although you don't see this, but yeah, it's the witch's oracle. And drink only spring water wherever possible. Look at your belief system and way of life to ensure that they are good for you, and expect a change to occur in your world. So, high note. Cleansing provides a clear space for change. Low note. Seek purity in thought and action. These have already been done, so. And then the spell. I guess this is more where you're at now. You still feel drained and worn out, so it's very important with the more pure water as well. And as well, you can. Many of the things we do, like in a magical or like affirming sense and so on, is to remind ourselves or remind our subconscious. So usually I do. Have I forgotten that now? No. Usually I write on my water bottles whole or healing or something you want to bring into you. Maybe it influences the water. People say that it may do, but the vibe of the tribe, no, but the vibe of the words and letters and so intent even. But even if it didn't, it influences you that you write it on there and you see it and read it and remind yourself when you drink that water, if you drink it from bottles. So that could be also a good thing if you still feel drained. So maybe you need more, but also maybe you need to fill up with more. We can't just, also when it comes to like purifying the environment, for example, with sage and so, we also need to, when we have cleansed and emptied, I mean, we have, the English word, well, you know what I mean, then we also need to fill it up with something. If we don't, then probably we will invite back similar energies. So maybe use like sweetgrass then, and with your intent, visualize the things you want in there. So maybe it's not only you, maybe it's your environment you need to cleanse in some way. Need to drink some water. No, not water. This is coffee. All right, spell. Enchantment. Astral. This is the vibration of the astral. Enchantment, illusion, fantasy. Spells and incantations are spoken, written, danced, or created in secret rituals that remain hidden until the spell comes true. The magical potential of any spell requires energy, need, and focused concentration. Herbs, crystals, spices, and sacred symbols are often used, as well as energies of particular deities associated with the content of each spell that is woven. Spell indicates that enchantment is in the air. Oh, ceremonial magic. That's awesome. I've actually been, no, I can't say exactly interested, but yeah, curious. And I have the other cards, like I have the, what are they called now? The Enochian Scrying Tarot, for example, and so on, which is very much ceremonial focused, and Tattoo Tarot. And yeah, I've been a little bit curious on these things, but it's very exact and I'm so random. So I guess I don't have the discipline for it. It's very disciplined though. And let's see now. In that sense. So spell indicates that enchantment is in the air, that a magical time is coming into your life, especially if you have been calling for something. Spell also advise you to look at self-delusion. You may well find that you wake up from a dream or illusion when this card appears in a reading. See life as it presents itself, and remember too that when you follow the ways of the wise, you will always be shown the truth, expect it to be revealed. And at a high note, this high magic. Oh, yeah, thoughts tarot. I also have that, of course. Yeah, but I don't have it here actually. I cleansed away here a little bit, so I don't have it close by. But yeah, yeah, yeah. But that is what you want, though, to develop yourself, right? Yeah. So, anyways, it's not like it's something you do as to be a good person, as like, right? Okay. Because that is the thing, the tricky thing, and that is the good thing also with magic. People usually have a hard time doing. I mean, there are different ideas of this, obviously, but because we are used to thinking that we cannot like give ourselves or honor ourselves, So to be able to, for me, when I began with this, the high priestess I had at the time, she had to almost not force me, but like I was really hesitant in making things that would gain myself, like in that sense, manifesting things. Because I felt like it would be wrong in some way. I mean, we have been filled with all kinds of ideas until I realized that if I cannot do that, then hey, hello, here am I. Yeah. Anyways, uh, then it's really, yeah, it's a blockage in itself, but it also can go overboard in that way. So just stray in that sense, but still there is something here. And also the high note, I wish shall be granted, and a low note, illusion and fantasies are being uncovered. But I think your wish will be granted here, since it came up right also. Yeah, so that's that. And also recently, I usually don't do magic for other people. I've helped when there have been someone sick or something else that I've needed to use very strong or quick fixes almost. Like aside from, I mean, healing is also a good thing, but it's not as what can I say, I mean, not targeted, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so then I've used it to some degree to help, but not as when someone have asked for it. And recently I did. I said that anyone who wanted me to do some magic for them, I could do that for them. And I was like inspired. I felt good to say that. But afterwards, I wondered, what did I do? Because one person clearly had, because I mentioned this, that you cannot have the totally other direction in what you do physically, I mean, in your actions and all things, or be wavering very much in what you really do want and so on. Then there is not much of a point. You have to understand what you want first, and then also not go in the different direction in your actions, because I mean it have to go in the same flow in the same direction. Yeah. So and that was obviously not the case. So I realized, oh, that was really waste of energy from my part, but I learned something from it anyways. Yeah. So it wasn't really, because it's good to learn. But so, and then we have the goddess. And I'm really interested in this. I do give spiritual help in a sort of modern shaman way when I have the energy. Wow. And also, yeah, I'm really interested in how you work. I mean, what you do for your self-development, and how you use it for that. I'm so curious. All right, but here comes the goddess, and that may be you then. I don't know even if you're a male or female here, but anyways. Transcendence. Oh, it's such a beauty. I mean, the images in these cards, the Witches of Oracle, check them out. And maybe someone have done a, what are they called when they open, unboxing, yeah. All right, I'll read that. Let's do. So, the goddess, transcendence, vibration, heaven on earth, transcendence, karmic purpose, faith. The feminine aspect of the divine, the goddess, is the holy dwelling place for the soul. The mother's embrace can be felt in both her heavenly and earthly domains of Bina and Malkuth on the Kabbalistic tree of life. Many mystical traditions consider the union of divine Lord and Lady as essential to transcend. No, what does he say? Transcendence and what? Transcendence and bliss. They put these words together in one. Yeah, you're a man. I kind of felt that, but I didn't want to say that. Okay. So, yeah, I also thought about this whole yin and yang, but that was Kara's card though. But yeah, so this is about the wholeness, embracing this in yourself. Oh, what is it? Okay. Let's see. Mm-mm. So, anyways, I just have to quickly jump in here for the whole tree of life here. I recently saw an image which was so surprising to me. I don't know how it have been in other parts of the world, but when you're little and you jump on these, you draw with charcoal or on the asphalt, and you jump on those whatever it's called. First with like one foot and then two, and then and turn around and hop around, and then I saw that an image of it compared with a tree of life in the Kabbalah, and it's the exact same. And so this must have been also, I think about sometimes manipulation or mind control and all that, and how we are subconsciously like ingrained to pick up certain things. And the thing is, when it comes to that, yeah, hope coach, is it called that? Oh yeah, hope, I don't know how you say it even in English, but okay. So you always did you always did it the same way, because if it was like a creative, just fun game for kids or whatever, at least we did. Maybe they're more creative now, but we always did draw. I mean, yeah, draw them the exact same way as we learned somewhere we don't know where, and that's kind of curious to me. Anyways, moving on. Moving on here. Our Lady, the Goddess, Queen of the Stars, shines her radiance upon you. As one of her children, you are traveling the universe, fulfilling the dreams of creation. What is your dream? What do you wish for? To find one's soul purpose is the quest. And that's probably, you continue to do that. How does your quest fit into the myths and legends of your land? Transcend all limitations is the message of this card. To rise above earthly restrictions, if one is feeling heavy or touch the earth. Well, let's see now. How do I read? Yeah. To rise above earthly restrictions, if one is feeling heavy, or touch the earth if one is feeling confused and alone. Yeah. Turn to the goddess for illumination and guidance. Seek the company of those who are wise. Have the faith to find yourself, enjoy your earthly life, and follow your dream. Okay, high note. Dreams can come true. And low note, you are not alone. So I think, anyways, even if you are recovering, and I think when it comes to what is coming, it seems really good. So this will be good, right? And then the owl for maybe a few of us here. Wisdom keeper. Yeah, as you said, as a shaman, also you share this or work with this when you have the energy. Wisdom, truth, life direction. The owl is the eagle of the night, carrier of vision. I can't read today or speak in vision, it says. It navigates through the veils of darkness and illusion to the wisdom that can be found deep within the soul. Traditionally, owls appear just as a death is about to occur, but no, don't think that it's not that here. This may be symbolic as well as actual, but it's not. Don't fret. Owls remind us to listen rather than speak, and to appreciate the gift that silence and watchfulness bring. It's about this, what you share, that purpose of yours. It's about this. Owl shows that your life direction has led you to places of wisdom and understanding, and that you are for, or have been, successfully navigating your way through some dark nights of the soul. Yeah, you obviously have. You are being advised to spend time in silence away from the crowd so that you can make very personal decisions about your life path. Owl is watching and guiding your soul to its rightful place in the universe. Trust the process. It's as if asking questions of the cards. The answer is to navigate your way carefully. Don't be tempted to hold on to something just because it's there. Expect there to be a death of the old around you. All will still be well. Yeah. And high note, watch, wait, and be wise. And low note, love your fears to lighten the shadows. I've never heard something like this actually, so this was interesting. Love your fears to lighten the shadows. Wow. Yeah. So, but I really think it comes. It's like a key above this owl as well, and she holds the keyhole here with her hands, like in a mudra sort of, or he then. But I think it's about that, the cleansing and manifesting your wholeness and wisdom, and sharing that as a wisdom keeper with others. That's the purpose, kind of. So that was the message. And also maybe you wanted the, yes, I find myself wanting to spend time with someone wise. People come to me for advice. It can be draining. Spiritually advanced to have a relationship with. Okay. Okay, I will pull a card. I have a lot of ideas myself, but then again, don't listen because, yeah, I'm not all that successful in that area. So let's see. Maybe also because if you don't fill yourself up first, if you don't give yourself first, then you get drained. If you don't allow yourself to put yourself first, as well as let yourself channel things instead of bringing it from your own energy. And that's the difference when I use magic, aside from using healing. When I do healing work and so on, or if I channel like in mediumship and so on, I just let things go through me. But when I do focused magic, when I do work with intent and energy, it's mine. And then it can be drained. I mean, I use my own energy then. So that's why it's not a good idea if you don't know. I mean, when it comes to yourself, you know your aims and your focus. But maybe if you do it for someone else, they are not really there. So let's see now. Okay. Usually we find those that matches us, our vibe, you know, whether we like it or not. They may like show what we need to work with, or our shadow or so on, but it's still exactly what we need. Let's see. But I haven't gotten a card for you yet. Oh, they really don't want to say something. I will keep shuffling them about this. How? Maybe that was the answer now. Oh, these cards really don't want. I'm sorry, but I need to use another deck for this. These romance angels refuse. Yeah. Yeah, maybe the chat is confusing the cards. They are just, what do you want people really? Now I will just I will take the steampunk, but we're again, like, I will try that at least and see what they say. Maybe they give you an answer to this question. How to find someone spiritual advanced to a relationship with. We need to, yeah. Even if we are in some ways, I mean, there are different levels, so there may be something we have missed that we need to work on. But let's see. It's the same as I said before. I would assume that we have to know what we want and focus and let go. Oftentimes that's the thing, and also obviously allow ourselves to receive it. Oh, this won't say anything. What is this question? Why they refuse? Um, okay, I need to use another deck then. I'm sorry, this takes time. Why are they so reluctant, these cards, about this then? How interesting. Oh, I have another deck here that is maybe the one they want to talk through. It's a psychic tarot of the heart. It still relates very much to the heart. So I will try that then. Let's see. It's very clear nowadays when I use cards when they really don't want to speak, so to speak. Or rather when they probably feel that something else would work better, some other deck that is close by or something. Let's see now. So I will try this. Okay, here we got a card. Open up is the answer. So this is probably 4 of... this is a red border, so I always take it as it is like fire in wands, but it's not. It's the physical. I'm quite sure of. Maybe not. Let's see. Like pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, so this is 4 of pentacles. And maybe if you know about the regular traditional tarot, this used to be someone that is almost like greedy or hold on tight and don't share. I mean, they want to keep, they maybe are afraid to lose something and want to keep things very close to them and not let others in too much and so on. So to find what you want, this is the advice, to open up. And this is, as I said, the psychic tarot of the heart. So if you search for that card that is called Open Up, you will see how it looks like. And I guess if you work with these kinds of magic, that is the way, but you need to open up not only upwards towards the spiritual realm, but also to those around in this world. So it says withdrawal blocks, control, release. Sometimes past sorrows cause you to withdraw both from your emotions and from other people as a way of preventing further pain. However, this closing up or shutting down prevents the free flow of energy from and to you, interfering with the ability of the universe to fulfill your desires. When this card appears, it suggests that you may have blocked or closed off your energy field in some way. Have you let sadness or fear prevent you from moving forward into more satisfying, loving relationships? Release this blocking energy by working with affirmations, prayers, and your spirit guides. The more you open up your energy field, the sooner you will receive what you desire. Also, watch out for the need to control. For relationships to thrive, the energy must be free-flowing. Everyone must have the right to self-expression. When you open yourself up, you allow your relationships to grow and evolve. Yeah. Okay. And also this other, what was it? There was some card. Yeah, the owl there and everything. It feels like that is a good thing though, and the silence that you need. It's almost like you can work with the energies as for now then, since you also need to recover your energy. Because I think, I mean, when you open up your energy, if you work with that and chakras, whatever, then that will, those vibrations will reach the outer world. And there was this thing I thought about recently, because I shouldn't even give advice maybe in those matters, but people often ask about that, so I keep the romance angels close. But one thing I thought about recently, because I'm very uh, impulsive and intuitive. No, I mean, in what is it called? Intuitive, yeah. But also, I mean, I'm sorry, bumping into things. I react easily, and let's see. Yeah, yeah. So, but I think that it said still the card. I'm just have to move my legs. The card said still that you need to open up your energy to open up. So it's some things in your, yeah, you open up upwards and maybe downwards, so to speak, but not to the sides in this realm. And you can open up your energy like that as well. Um, Obviously, you know that. But what was it? Yeah, one thing I thought about as an image when it comes to, I'm sure you don't do this, but I do this. I like chase. Yeah, yeah, horizons. That's the way. That's the word. I mean, yeah, and I used to push and chase and whatnot. Actually, I'm so impulsive, so I just do that spontaneously. I can't hold myself back much. I follow just my, yeah, I don't know, whatever. And and then I realized that if someone pulls away, you should actually view it as like a tsunami. And and so if you, I mean, if someone you kind of like or love or whatever, and you see how the ocean kind of pulls away, because ocean is often like an image of the the love. And so I thought about this vision sort of, and I think this is valid. That if it does, because if it's really matching and it's good, then it should just be there or rise. Maybe, I don't know. But if it pulls away, you should not stand there waiting. You should kind of run, because even if it comes back, it will come like a tsunami or something. It will be a wall, like smack you in the face. I don't know. It's, yeah, tsunami type love. I don't stand there on the beach waiting for it to come back. Yeah. No. So yeah. So that's something I really need to learn. That there is a message in that. Go somewhere else, do something else. But yeah, and also how our thoughts obviously direct our energy. So the more you can distract or not think in those exact patterns, that's a good thing. So, Kara, I think we need some romance cards. Do you think, Kara? I mean, I maybe said it wrong again. All right, I will have some coffee first. Also, I thought about this. Okay, now I'm getting, this is like typical, but also when it comes to more intimate things like sex, also the energy field and the openness of the channels and so on. I have very like super open energies, actually. It's amazing. But I thought about that when I talked about others who are like blocked in that sense. And I have also been or cut off in many different ways. It's the same thing with the thoughts, that, yeah, you know, those people that I've talked to who say, oh, I can't like, that energy doesn't run freely or whatever in some way, they don't engage in that. I mean, they don't think about it. Maybe I do too much, but I mean, our energy will still flow where we go with our thoughts in all kinds of ways. So if we don't nourish whatever it is we want to develop, that's kind of very clear. But still, people think that, oh, I never think about that, and I think it's really uninteresting, whatever, and I hope it will suddenly just work awesomely. I don't think that that goes that way. So yeah, maybe we don't even need that to open. I mean, if we want that, maybe we don't want that, but if we do, I mean, obviously our thoughts are still what it's in the mind, very much so. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, you wanted the romance cards, Kara, or maybe many of us. I will pull one for you then, Kara. Okay. See if they want to talk to you. Maybe that was the card that tribes of the moon needed to. All right. Okay. Flirt. You should flirt, honey. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So giggle away. So, anyways, yeah. And this is also very much about the energy field, to feel yourself first so you aren't drained. So we have that like charisma and the energy to do so. And you have a lot, obviously. For each of us, I don't know if people need to ask for themselves, I assume, right? Have you been super flirty? But keep on doing that. That's good. So this is the advice to you. The romance angels guide you to initiate romance with flirtatiousness, which entails smiling with your eyes as you connect with others. It doesn't necessarily involve sexuality, although it can. Flirting is playful in nature, and playfulness is the heart of romance. If you're in a relationship, flirting with your partner can revive passion. If you're single, this activity can attract new friendships as well as love relationships, obviously. And when you get this card, it can simply mean that making more eye contact with others will help you connect with people. This is especially true if you smile and say hello more often. I think just the eye contact will, I mean, I know your eyes, so everyone you meet is a potential friend, and studies show that most people are introduced to their mates through mutual acquaintances. Therefore, form new friendships both as a way of meeting a new partner and to increase your enjoyment of life. Yeah. Okay, but I don't think I don't know if they wanted to talk to you, the romance cards there, tribes. I tried, they didn't want to. Maybe now, when you first got the other message that you needed to open up. Let's see. Yeah. You also get the flirt card, so I just read it to you too. Maybe you should like flirt a bit. That seems like awesome. Yeah. Right. So extend your light-hearted energy to others. And also, as you may know that I talk a lot, but there was someone who gave me that advice once to actually, yeah, maybe. And she said just that, like, make eye contact. And I never really, I mean, I usually don't think of people like that. I just see them as humans, and I don't know. So that was interesting. And that guy, one guy then, it was many years ago, this, we still are kind of, we don't talk, I know who he is, but every time we see each other, we are like, we know what we mean, sort of. Yeah, what can I say? It was like cute though to have that contact and communicating with the eyes, but not do anything else. It's fun. Yeah. So, well, I guess you can go along flirting. And Kara, you have your cards. Maybe you should do some on your channel or something. I don't know what you intend to do there, but yeah. I don't know what cards you have or what decks. Several, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Well, maybe I should pull one romance card for me. No, I think I will do it outside of the camera then. Oh, you don't have any decks anymore, right? I have a blank deck. I mean, just not no images on it, and I see images in it, so I don't need. I thought about making one, and then I just didn't have to because I can see images in it. But it's more like psychic readings. Then. Um, well, if you use high magic, you should know. No, that's not you. That was Tribes to the Moon, Mark. Um, you want to knock them over. Yeah. Well, yeah, just working with the energy, I would assume. Mark wants one. How do you know? Are you a lot? Are you there with Mark? Um. Uh. Yeah. I think you could also go back and think about what did you do at the time. Okay. Um. Because I mean, how you. Oh, I was really close to the mic now. How you took care of yourself. I mean, really, if your energy was very strong. Oh, he did. I didn't see that. Do you want a card, Mark? A romance card? You have to say it yourself. Still, I mean, I missed it. So, um, yeah, because we, in many ways, also cleansing is a good thing as well. Maybe needed. So where are the oracle cards? I lost them. Yeah. Okay. So probably to see what you did then that worked well, how you did take care of yourself, and maybe if you have taken on a lot of like toxins or stuff that have influenced your aura. There's another thing about sex. I'm not sure about that though, but I think you've heard her. Oh, what is her name now? I will put it below. This she talks about the chakras and males and females and so on, and it's really interesting how women are very influenced in a bad way by having a lot of partners, for example, like aura wise. Men can get strengthened from it depending on how, I mean, if it's really detached and without any love, I guess it's not good for anyone exactly. But okay. Okay, Mark. And also take it with a little bit of, what do you say, grain of salt. I mean, don't get too influenced by it, but I think you won't. All right. So, a romance card. And I hope everyone is older than 18. I have this not for kids, anyways. Oh, this is again like this. It won't say anything. No, not the romance card. I will take a psychic draw of the heart again then for you, Mark. I mean, that's the reason why you don't do it for younger people, anyways, because they are so easily influenced. So I don't think you are, though. Yeah, quite older, but I mean, we can still be pretty easily influenced. I know those who are pretty scared of cards in all kinds of ages because they know they will keep it in their like in their heads. Let's see now. Mark, yeah. Oh gosh. I mean, oh gosh, I said. No, you don't. I'm 51. Let's see now. Okay, you got 2 upright cards. First, you got 2 reversed cards, which is simply love. I think you complicate things, Mark. Yeah. So then reach out. You also want to do things yourself. You really don't want to reach out for help or let others like carry you. You are very very self-sufficient in that sense. You want to manage like almost everything yourself, I think. So when it comes to love, since this was almost the question, yeah, um, that's what's needed. I mean, that's what's blocking. Yeah. And then we have 2 that are upright as well. Okay. I'm in Skellefteå, Sweden, north of Sweden. Mm. And then we have coming together. I guess this is 2 of this is a green border. I have not learned this still. But then coming together and clarity of belief. So, and this seem in the image, this is the same man actually. And it's very interesting how it also seems like in the first image where it's reversed, there is a man and his son, a young son. And I think this means that as simple as that love is, like love can be that simple, you know? It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. And also in this coming together card, it's almost similar to that, although it's a female there with that man. And then clarity of belief, and also he lets this butterfly free. It's almost like from the heart space with this pink and green energies flowing. You should look at these cards as well, because actually in tarot or whatever oracle cards, it's often about the subconscious, and when we only use words, it's more like logical. So to look at the images also gives nourishment to the deeper parts of ourselves. Let's see now. So I will read about these that were upright. You understood the first 2, the blocked ones. Yeah. Yeah, you need to let others in. Let them be there for you, support you, and so on as well. And not complicate things. Let's see now. 2. Yeah, it's interesting that it's a green border for the cups. I feel that is backwards, but in the chakra colorways, it's okay. Let's see now. Harmony, romance, healing, commitment. So this is the advices, these 2 cards. This is a card of partnership and harmony. It suggests a new romance or a deepening of an existing one. You may find that the current relationship blossoms into something more, or an exciting new love steps into your life. When this card appears, it often signifies taking love to the next level. But I wonder, though, if you have still blocked it so much, maybe if there is someone there, you really need to uncomplicate things and also let them be there really for you as well. But it is time for you to make. Is it time for you to make a greater commitment to any of your relationships? Perhaps you'll find that a partner is now ready to commit more fully to the relationship. Marriage or a union of some kind may be on the horizon. And I think you may hesitate in this too, related to the whole you want to like yeah, like almost control your life yourself. This is also a card of healing, of people coming together in a spirit of love and forgiveness. Are you involved in any relationships where misunderstanding or disputes have placed distance between you? Perhaps it's time to bring harmony back to those relationships by calling a truce and starting over again. So, oh, sorry. Yeah, I really do. I can't take that. I just get all into the cards, you know. Also, it's more. It was in the beginning of the video. There was no one was awake. Here, I see people walking by now, and so on. So it's. I don't feel like I wake some people up. So I also forgot it. Oh, yeah, I mention often like soft spoken, and I forget it. So, and then we have. Oh, I will try. Clarity of belief is the next one, which is the swords, one of swords. This is a very well, this is so interesting since it's the same person on these two cards. This is a very soft man in these cards, allowing that softness. And especially one of swords is quite sharp, so it can be hard to soften that sharpness. But use it like almost like in this image, it seems like instead of those sharp edges or drawing sharp lines, kind of, these are soft, curved ones. And also, like, instead of thinking of this sword as a sword, it's a butterfly here. It's on point and so on, but it's like serve thing. I mean, serve your words as well and your thoughts with like butterfly wings, if that makes sense, instead of this sword. I'll read about it as well. Okay. Define, communicate, beliefs, transformation. Oh gosh, I have such a hard time being soft now. Great potential is around you to define who you really are at this time in your life and to determine what your beliefs are regarding love and commitment. Discard any outdated ideas about how a relationship should function and what the proper roles should be. Decide what you need and what you're willing to give. Different relationships will require different strategies for success. You need to be flexible and open-minded. Bring a breath of fresh air to your way of thinking about love and partnerships. When you have gained clarity, gently communicate this to other people with whom you are in a relationship. Explain how you would like to see the relationship change and grow, and exchange ideas on how each of you might alter your behavior to make this happen. Act upon your new insights and transform your relationships. So, yeah, this was the advices to you. It's very beautiful. And it's a lot of love around you, very much so. And you are very, very loving. Also very strong. And smart. So it's complicated for you to make it uncomplicated in that sense. And soft. This reminds me of someone I know. Yeah, wow. And there is someone last night I messaged someone too impulsively, and I really, it's strange when you are like, that all of you probably to feel others. People say you can't, but you can. And oh, how I felt the irritation there. So I really need to kind of not snuff myself, but I need to really shut up now. Oh, I kind of irritated him. I felt strongly. Usually I don't to that degree though. But yeah, awesome to have you here and to chat with the cards. Make us also learn something. Hopefully, yeah, great that you stay on. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad if I could give you, and hopefully if someone else check in. Oftentimes when it's, advice, I say half meanings here. Yeah. Oftentimes there are things for others to listen to if they really listen in, because there is no coincidences. If someone pick up this or check in this or listen to this, there will be something for them, obviously. And also, her name is I forgot. There's an astrologer S. Lada Duncheva, right? Duncheva. She have this brilliant video about the chakras, and it made so much sense to me when it comes to how we differ, males and females, in our energies and what we need also. It's really interesting. So I will put a link to that below. I have done that several times before because I think it's just mind-blowing, and also it's so obvious when you think about it that it is that way. Pretty please. Wow, how can I resist that pretty please? What deck then? What deck do you want? Pretty please. Yeah, I will put it a link below in the what do you say, the subscription? Well, description. Yeah, beneath this video. I will find it and put it beneath afterwards now. I think it's I don't remember what it's called, so I will find it. Yeah, what deck for the collective card here? Maybe it's the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, or the Steampunk, or the first one. I used the Witch's Oracle was the first one, right? Or that was the first one. Okay, I will pick a collective one for us then. Oh, now this is pissed. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see if it. Sometimes you need to shuffle for a while also. No, I don't think this is the one. I'm sorry, I have to change the deck. So then we have to take another one. Shall I take a Steampunk, since that was the second one I used? I'll try that one, because the other ones I have to shuffle for. You can feel it even when you touch them even. But no, this is not right. It's like, no. Oh, yeah, that's good. Maybe that's why it keeps going. All right, I feel that too oftentimes, actually. I will take the Steampunk though. So, this card is an awesome one. This is 7 of Wands, but in this Steampunk deck, it's such a beautiful card. This is someone on top that no one can reach them, and it's also an advice, obviously, to not let others get to you, even if they try to poke you with their little pokes, whatever. And when I bought this deck, I read an anarchy book, like, what was it called now? Life of an Anarchist by Kropotkin is his name. I'll say it wrong always. And it's about his destiny, his life journey, and it should be a film really. It's really interesting, and I was so inspired. And usually when I read that book, I got this exact card all the time. I don't know. It reminds me of that book. Read it. Just because of the story, if nothing else. But where is the... I'm sorry, I'm messing around. Where is the... Oh, I forget the whole soft now. So, okay, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. What are you willing to die for? What are you willing to kill for? Defensiveness. And this, as I said, you have to look at the image here because it's so awesome. She stands really strong, and with her, she's so confident on top here. There is no way anyone can get to her. There is no doubt whatsoever in her mind. She knows she is right. There are those who believe just as vehemently that she is wrong. Below her, the company grows louder, more ugly. They continue to gather, increasing in number and in aggressiveness. She is surprised to see people who she thought she knew, who she thought understood her. It hurts her to feel the separation from their goodwill, yet her heart never falters. Her determination is ignited to a contained calm but deadly fury. Make no mistake, she will defend herself. She only hopes she doesn't have to cross the line from defending herself to destroying someone else in order to survive. These ethical stances can be so complicated. The structure she stands on represents her worldview. Finely crafted, complex, every element carefully selected, it contains all her values. This is her character and the source of her strength. This is how she knows what is worth fighting for. This is what fuels the fire of her determination. This is her certainty. Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? It's really wow. I love this. I love the image also of her standing there. Because the first words there really said it all also. You know, what are you willing to die for? What are you willing to kill for? Yeah. Very novice question. Which is well, I think it's experience. I mean, it's energy. Yeah, that's what it is. Oftentimes also cards pop out. I mean, it's the lightness of the deck. I mean, you can feel it when you hold it. And sometimes when you haven't, yeah, there are no stupid questions in any ways. Oftentimes decks, when I haven't used them for a while, now I do that oftentimes because, I mean, like this and so on, because I also want to use them so they don't just sit there and collect heavy energy. So, but if I haven't used the deck for a while and pick it up, then I used to have to cleanse it and put all the cards, separate all the cards and all that, because it feels like it holds heavy energy. How can I explain it? And also I know that every card that comes is right. However you do it, it have to be right though. Like everything else that happens have to be right. So there is no wrongs. But yeah. So the interpretation though, when it comes to the cards, can be wrong. I mean, since I don't read these in a psychic sense and so on, and now I just read them also. I mean, read the text. And that means that that it's what those who made the cards, their general description, but it's not meant to be limited to that. But oftentimes it includes a lot of things that can be valuable. So, and also I want to learn what those who made the decks thought, and I never take time to read that alone. So I do that when I'm with people like this. So yeah. Yeah, that's wonderful. Because also, yeah, I hope it helped. And feel free to continue to ask if I mean, it's not easy to explain these things sometimes, and also to do so in a way that makes sense to someone else, because you're so used to certain things yourself. So when you talk about them, I mean, I may not think about how it, how it sounds to you, so to speak. Yeah. Yeah. But as I said, I think everything, it have to be right. It depends on the interpretation. Yeah. Like that's how life is. That's the same as I said for the whole what partner and so on. It's always right. It's never wrong. We have to understand what we need to learn from it, though, or what we need to. Yeah, sometimes we need to learn to walk away, if it's a tsunami one. Yeah, and also if we make them irritated, as I felt I did yesterday. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think also we are not, sometimes, we complicate things, because I see that, was it you who complicate things, actually? I'm sorry, I don't even recall whom I pulled the cards for, but I think it was you, right? Yeah, yeah, it's always free. Yeah, it was you. So if you want to ask a question, whatever your name is, Kel85. Sorry, harsh word, not words, harsh sound. Yeah, so sometimes we complicate things. We are so aware of a lot of things we don't think about, so we don't think that we are aware of them. So, for example, when it comes to these spirits, when you feel spirits and so on, sometimes when I talk to people, and also those who like to watch, I don't dismiss that, but those ghost shows, when they make it like extreme in any way, it's very natural, and it's not oftentimes haunted, like, and so it's so much more natural to us. It's rather like we have to realize that we already know it. We know it. We all have that inside. So yeah, I'm also a great complicator in my in my explanations. I think you're greater, though, regarding to the sharpness there and all that. Let's see now. Would like to know what is coming for me. Love and career, right? Okay, I take it as a compliment then. All right, so we will see if the Romance Angels want to talk through this. I can't even read what the name is. Oh, right. Let's see. Thank you. Or you can add things, you who also are involved in these things. I'm not saying I'm right in the perception I have. It's just what I've learned, and as far as I've understood it up until now. Maybe I changed. It's good to change. It's good to learn new things. So Kelly, all right, Kelly85, right. Okay, so love. I will pick romance cards for you. Let's see first then. Okay, this is this is complicated. Wow. Okay, I actually pulled them out like they were stuck. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm speaking not so softly. All right, so those cards, there is some blocked passion here. So you don't allow yourself fully to follow that. And also some unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I guess you are not in a relationship, I would assume, since you ask about it, but if you are, or if it's something that seems to be close to one, or something, then you I think you hold on to something that where there is not so much attraction and or passion, and you don't allow yourself to follow the passion. Yeah. So actually you should let go, is what the cards show. That's not where you want to be, it seems, because there is not enough chemistry. I mean, there hopefully or probably is a lot of good things, but it's not enough when it's lacking that, you know. And then we have a couple of more cards, which is upright then, because these were blocked. That is religious factors and new love. So it still talks about that. It still shows that you need to find you need to end that. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. But a new person here have stirred your romantic feelings. So I don't think I need to read about them because they are quite obvious. So, but it's something that what keeps you blocked or keep you from allowing yourself to follow your passion is some sort of ideas that have been ingrained kind of into you, that you probably shouldn't, I think, or that you should stay with someone or something. Oh, yeah. So that's the love. So, but the cards advise you to follow your passion. Yeah. But maybe you have to work through certain ideas. Maybe you aren't ready really to do that yet, but at least they encourage you to. And maybe I should read about the whole new love just to like give you some inspiration here. Okay, let's see. And I hope the one if you're leaving, then don't listen. I will get people after me being mad. Maybe. The Romance angels have sent you this card like a Valentine greeting, signaling the introduction, of someone new into your love life. Perhaps you recently met this person or your interest was piqued. This card, or however you say that word, piqued. This card validates that your connection was mutual and real. It is safe for you to explore it, and the Romance angels will guide your actions accordingly. Yeah. And it says also, of course, if you are already in a committed relationship, you'll want to consult your angels and perhaps a counselor or other trusted person to get insights into your feelings. While running into the arms of a suitor may sound passionate, but actually the Romance angels encourage you to do so, but maybe think on how to do that and everything. The reality of guilt over the affair will soon weigh heavily upon you. It's better to confront the issues within your present relationship that left your emotional doors open for someone else, but not like asked to stay. I don't think that is the advice, but rather to not maybe go all into this passion before you have ended the previous that you aren't pleased with. Maybe you need some support and so on to be able to take those steps to leave or allow yourself to follow what you feel. Yeah. Or you can also soon meet a person that says, keep faith that love is in your cards, it says. You deserve love and you're lovable. The angels guide you to be aware as you never know when your partner will arrive. There are many out there, so. Okay. And then the career. Maybe I won't take the love or the romance angels for that. Career. Oh, what actually I use for this then? Maybe I should take a different one. No, I will take the steampunk. Okay, good that it makes some sense. Career. It was nice to be up early doing this. Let's see now. So, Page of Wands. All right. This is like a stubborn one. I don't know if it's you. Okay, awesome. Let's see. And by the way, the previous one, I didn't block the comments. It was YouTube itself who thought probably it was a title that was, they thought it would be wild comments on that one or something, maybe. Okay, so Page of Wands, it says, where is it now? Here, about the career related to you then, Kali. Yes, I have a very cool weapon. Yes, I know how to use it. No, I'll do it when I'm good and ready. So this is someone who won't follow orders now or something. Someone who is ready to try something new based on will, inspiration, and passion. Maybe this is also what you... I mean, like, it's the same. It's the same as with this other thing. You need to be ready to make the change also. But let's see. One expects the one's court to be universally confident, extroverted, and charming. Mostly they are. Part of their charm is that they make everything look so easy. It didn't start out that way, though. The Page of Wands has, I think, the worst time of all the pages. Her ego is such an important part of her that it cripples her. She is so afraid of making a mistake or looking foolish, also when it comes to love, I would assume then, that she hesitates and refuses to act until she is sure she can do so perfectly. Her shyness and awkwardness are heartbreaking in that sense, although confident and outwardly expressive. She is the proverbial ugly duckling. We got this on another reading, actually, quite recently, and she could realize that this was her then. You and I know she'll grow up into a stunning swan, even part of her knows it, but right now she's too afraid of messing up. To her there is nothing worse than be laughed at. When the Page of Wands peeks in your direction, do take the time to mentor her. Well, I do. She has so much natural ability and passion, and all she needs is a bit of confidence and maybe a little safety net, and she'll blossom. So it's actually encourage you to, have courage to go for what you want in all directions when it comes to career and love and everything. But as it says here, you hesitate for reasons that you're not confident enough, and that you have learned certain things aren't right and whatnot. Perhaps she will grow into a powerful ally or a supportive friend. Maybe in helping her find her confidence, you'll rediscover a little about your own. Well, we're here for you. Thank you. Hi, Janice Ross. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. So, yeah, well, that's the. Oh, it's good that it does. And also, I thought about this when it comes to learning all the cards. I mean, that's a good thing, but it's not the same. I mean, the same deck. I realized this also. I mean, long ago, but if many people have this exact same deck, it doesn't mean the exact same things. It becomes influenced by you and your energy and your intent. And personally, but this is just me. I guess there are those who more scientifically work with the tarot as well. But I think it's a communication with the spirits. They rather use the cards to communicate through with us. So the stronger connection you have with the spiritual realm, the when it comes to the former question as well, the clearer messages comes through them. I think because if you that have also been a case recently. If you play around too much with them just without certain respect, then they stop replying, let's say, as well as if it would be a person. And if you ask the same question over and over, okay, I do that sometimes, but still, I still try to listen to the message. But if you, for example, ask questions that aren't real, or if you don't even try, if you lie, if you say, I've been through that several times as well, if someone asks for cards and then they say that it's not correct and it is correct, and later down the line they tell me that it was correct oftentimes, but I kind of know that, although I obviously have to listen to what people say. But that also, if you try to work with cards yourself, that's the trouble, that they will reveal things that you might not want to see or admit to yourself even. But yeah, or even working with the spirits, obviously, as well. Same thing. Live in the woods. Someone did. The tribes of the moon, I think. Oh, the spirits. That's a random, the random word I use. I mean, to like talk about the spiritual realm, the unseen, the. Okay, I will try. About what I mean. What I mean with the spirits is those that are, yeah, those living beings that are not visible to the physical eye, and that are around us and help us and guide us and communicate with us and so on if we want to, and sometimes even if we don't want to. But there are those who are like, there are different frequencies or vibrations, dimensions of these spiritual realms as well, as far as I've learned and experienced it. So some are very pure in their love, and some are more mischievous or and so on. So with spirits, I just mean those you work with. I mean, if you communicate with the spirit world, you have your guides, those you work with most of the time. But also when I talk to you, for example, I pick up I mean, obviously your guides, even if you aren't aware of them, are around and influence what I do, and communicate through you to you through the cards or so on. So I've also worked a lot with I Ching. I think that's why I use the words spirit, because then it says in the interpretations of I Ching, which I love. That's awesome. Those are really high spirits. I mean, very wise and clear. And then the advices or the oracle there says that the spirits give this and this advice. So that I have it from that, I think. I think they are. It depends. Some are like your ancestors, and some are you have guidance from various sources. What you want to connect with and seek as well. Um, but also angels, yeah. I don't communicate with angels a lot, like those kinds of angels, whatever you call angels. But as far as I'm aware of, I have a lot of angels around, people say. But um, I I don't know. I don't usually do. But when I tune into someone else, when I do readings for someone, then I usually, or not usually, but now and then, pick up a lot of angels because they are probably closer to them, or they want to communicate through them. I mean, to them. Is this a question to Kara? Kara, I mean. Or is it a question to me? I don't know. To her, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting to me too. And I mean, I've done this for a while and I'm still not, I don't understand how it works, but I know it does. So I go with the flow and I feel grateful and blessed to be able to. And that's okay. And that's absolutely okay. I just wonder if it was a question to me, but I love and enjoy time in nature and the woods very much. But it was to you, I think, yeah. Kara. So, and also totems, totem animals, and so on. And also, if you work like a shaman or in the spiritual realms, there are others who work in those realms, and all I mean, humans, that is, aren't don't have good intent. And so, therefore, some also that you meet as guides, or maybe everything in the spiritual realm in one way, can shapeshift. So, the first version or vision or so on that you have of some guide, they may show their real faces, so to speak, later on, what they are. Or, yeah, they work in a hidden way to protect you, or to protect themselves as well in those realms. Yeah. Oh, what archangel is that? Yeah, it's fun to do. I need to think about that myself, how I view it or how I see it right now. But I'm open to change, though. I've learned that a certain, quite a lot of my views or things that I've been sure about have changed. So I think I'm more open now than before. I don't think it's so set things. I mean, yeah, but that's the way I view it now and experience it. Astral, the death angel, right? That was also a new thing that I thought about or read about now. And yeah, it was Kara. I don't know. I took that down about the angels, that video, but I read about it, which was fun and interesting to me. You asked about that, and then I saw that the Muslims, in that word, it's called Israel, Astral, which is quite close then, yeah. And I wonder what the connection is there to the tribe, let's say, of Israel, or the Jews, actually, and the connection with the death angel. Is that like a prophecy, maybe, or almost, or whatever? I don't know, but it's the same word. So I mean, it must have some connection. I don't know what, but you keep me in here. But that was the last card. Okay, you bet. Then I have to try. Right, okay, if you bet. All right, I will take another one then. And then I will go. I will have to go sometime today. It's the steampunk then. I'm so easily triggered, yeah. If you bet. Okay, not this one. Sorry. I will take another one. Then I will take the medicine woman. Since you talk about the, I don't know if this is so outdoorsy, but I mean, yeah. Oh, wrong book. So, all right. So the medicine woman. Then let's see. Is that a tarot? Yeah. It's some are oracles. So then there are no major arcanas. That would be like not so cool. No, let's see. Okay, Seeker, the High Priestess. You were right, hon. And since you bet, I don't know what the bet was then. No. But you won, I must say. All right, and the High Priestess. Oftentimes when I get that, I tune into something. So maybe I should do that also. No, let's see now. I can't keep going forever. This is long. Mm-hmm. What does it say in this one then? The High Priestess. Mm-hmm. But usually I take it as an as do that, tune in and listen in words. And here it's called Seeker. Take personal responsibility. Your body is trying to give you a message. Listen to it. Look inside for the answers. Yeah, she's like, yeah. Oh, and with her especially, she's like, yeah. I think as I said, it's like a diary. I've been out there too much. That's why I also need to listen to and take down some videos, I think. But I also like to listen to others who are authentic. And so I think like, okay, whatever. Yeah. You will have to take some risks, right? So, and so in this image also, she sits outdoors. I stutter, as you talked about there, in the waxing moon, and there is a river, and she have this little, almost like a magical, but a little mirror. Yeah, she's surrounded by the forest here, and it's very lush and fruitful. Yeah. So look inwards, but take care of your body, it said, and listen to it. Shall I listen in if I get some messages from the spirits without cards? And then I will have to go. Oh. Look at it. Where's the third eye? Is that the mouth there? Shall I? Yeah, okay, I will try then. I have to be quiet then for a second. Sorry, you can chat away. Oh, okay. Well, there is. I don't know if that is about. I don't think it's about the forest or whatever. I don't think that kind of. But it's about being like an outsider. I must tune in more. So I don't know. Sometimes it's very difficult. Maybe it's several things also. That's why. But it's like, how can I describe? Sometimes also I don't get it in like words as such. Oh, sorry. I just have to find something here. not my phone. Now I keep you forever and don't say a lot. Yeah, you're very much an outsider and also in the forest there. But yeah, it talks about that and also about being an outsider. Maybe also you work with certain tools and so on. Like probably, I'm really interested in that. What you do, very much so. Anyways, it's about that. Now I just took a book here, but it's like you. The message is like this: that it's about being an outsider, and it's about working with different kinds of tools. Not like they are different from everyone's, but they are different from most. And you obviously do Tribes of the Moon. Then, I mean, most people don't even think you're super weird if you do whatever spiritually. Maybe not everyone. And I think also New Age stuff are more accepted because they are more vague and sort of fluffy. I mean, I'm not degrading it. I'm saying that it's it's easier accessible for people who are not involved in those things. It seems so sweet and nice and light and whatever. So I think this also, the message is something about that. I must tune in again. It's something about like the way we work, so to speak. Instead of song, the way you work it. Now I start singing. Stop it. I need to find a song still to have something to say. I like the way you work. No, stop. All right, so I will just see if anything else. Is any of you have Twitter still? If that even is act, I mean, is people on there much or? The older, more traditional way, yeah. The thing that I not oppose, I mean, people do whatever and it's good for them and probably for everyone, I don't know. But things in New Age that I have a trouble with, although I do a lot of things that would be called that, is all the money, I mean, excessive, so that it's like people in need search for support and so on, and you keep having courses that costs extreme amounts that you say they will reach it in the next level or whatever and all that kind of shit, and also being like a guru in the sense of being above and know it all, instead of understanding that we are a community. I mean, we are belong to each other and we all have equal much in different ways. I mean, some of those also apparently, I think they also understand that. So, but it's too much focus on money as well as us and them kind of dividing the masters from the pheasants or what it's called now. Yeah. So, but so I should tune in more. Like, so anyone, I don't know why Twitter was mentioned here. Let's see. I mean the spirits. Some of you may be in there a lot or something. It's very vague messages here. They go in all directions, so I'm sorry. I just want to pick up something that is clear. That's why I keep sitting here and trying to tune into. Yeah, I guess this is for some of us then, but also to go out for walks or just be in the nature. I mean, obviously that's healing. Yeah, I'm really actually. I maybe. Oh, now I feel a lot of things. Now there is some spirit here. I feel that very clearly. Oh, anyways, yeah, I'm not really sleepy. I just become slow because I need to lower. I mean, calm down my vibe to tune in. So that's why I sound sleepy always when we are in half trance and try to speak. Um, so, but I guess the message was very much to go out in the. Or maybe that's what the Twitter is about: listen to birds twittering rather than being on the online. I don't know. But also, I wonder about what tools do you work with in high magic? I don't know if that's similar to Wiccan tools or who is there. Yeah, do you mean the one I felt? I don't know. I didn't ask. Maybe I should ask that. Who is there? Oh, I don't know if you know anyone named Victoria, but I know one who passed away. I mean, she actually ended her life. One of my friends long ago. I don't know if it's her, but maybe it's some Victoria that you know. I don't know. But she's just standing here, like hanging around. She doesn't talk a lot though. Right now, I just feel her. She wanted to be with us, I guess. Oh, maybe that is. Yeah, maybe that someone is telling you something. Maybe that's not the name of the person then. Let's see. Maybe someone else see who this is then. Do you have some or know someone who have a strong relation to Tolkien? Or however you say it in English. These who wrote he who wrote Lord of the Rings and whatnot. This seems so random because that comes through. When I ask who it is, it can't be Tolkien, right? He's not living, but I guess it's not him, right? And I started giggling. So this is silly, right? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe it could be. Yeah, that one. What's happening? I don't know. I'm channeling Tolkien, and that can become a fantastic book. I must start writing right now. I'm just kidding. Maybe it is. This sounds absolutely weird, and now I have this up also as a live one. Luckily, no one will listen all through this. It's so long, but once I actually communicated with William Blake, and he asked me to go and buy some smokes and so on, and I had stopped smoking for long before that, but I had to, like, he asked me, so what can you do? I had to, like, do it for him. So maybe it's Tolkien wants to talk to you, Kara. Then maybe you should write books, maybe something like that. He just feel like, come on, girl, do it. It will be like, change the world. Like I don't know. Hey, ASMR machine. I've been here for over 2 hours now, so maybe I should drop off soon, but hi. Shut the front door. Shall I do that? Girl. Or the mouth, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, do that. That's why he came through. And probably, I mean, yeah, who knows? It's humans, I also saw long ago when I started communicating with spirits. This also sounds weird. It sounds like you try to brag that I know all these famous people or something, but I don't really value people in that sense. But when it was like I was really sick, it was many years ago, and Also, Elvis communicated with me, actually, but I think it was related to his problems with food and all stuff, because I had my problems, yeah. Like encouraging me in how to deal with stuff. So, yeah, awesome, fun. So, yeah. But who knows? Maybe if it's a message for you, stuff pop in and out. And I don't know, how was his life? I'm just thinking about Tolkien now. About, was he sort of an outsider as such? Was he even famous in his lifetime? Some aren't. Yeah. It's just like everything is like crazy on here. God, I shouldn't be allowed to be on for this long. Yeah. So, yeah. I think the message is to write. Yeah. That you should write and become as famous with your books and as enlightening as he. Hi, loose love. Yeah. Yeah. Ask. What do you want to ask? And whom do you want to ask? Or, yeah. Oh, please do, honey. Well, awesome. I hope. Or it's the worst dedication of sorts. No, I don't know. Well, loose love, what do you want to ask? I look forward to those books, anyways. They must be awesome. I really want to read them now. And I want you to read them in an ASMR voice. Then I sadly fall asleep, so I can't hear. But thank you. General reading. Oh, I was trying to be very have hard boundaries and just say that I just answer questions. But okay, I don't know really. I said to you, ASMR Machine, that I would come on every full moon, at least, didn't I? And it's not now. So, but I'm in here now very often. I don't know. I do this randomly, so I can't say actually. But at least then, on the full moons, yes. And when it's full moon in Sweden, I guess it's different. Oh, sweet. Let's see now. So because yeah, I don't know what happens and so on. So I can't like plan in advance so much. Yeah, I think it's I actually checked it yesterday when it shall be. I've forgotten already. First there is summer solstice, and then on the Friday that week is the full moon. I don't remember I think it's the Monday is 21st, and yeah, something like that. Okay, then. Generally, loose love. I will just pick a card from these medicine woman cards for you then. Just one card. I will have to go. I've been here for so long. Yeah. All right. Oh, oh, so much. Right. So, one card. I said, forget it. They said, and yeah. Exemplar of arrows. I would assume this is page. And then I will just check them and then check the images and then read maybe of some. So exemplar of arrows, 2 of pipes, apprentice of pipes, 6 of arrows, judgment card, discernment is needed here, Harvest Lodge of the Stones. And then the last card is that drops out like after the other ones. Is Four of Pipes, which is here building a new home. So I think something is leading there, but this comes like after a while. This is not very imminent, but you will move or find. This is a celebration of it, so it's a good move. It's to a good place. The first cards, then there are general reading. There is an older woman, like a grandma or someone, or maybe a mother, but seems almost like grandmotherish, sitting with her grandson or some young person here. Maybe it's someone you recall, or I don't know really. If someone have been very loving to you when you were little or something, that is around here. And then it's a very, very sweet and protective card, like loving. And then the Two of Pipes, which shows there is one person. I hope you get this because it's a little bit, probably your mother. All right, yeah, she's really holding one of her arms towards and smiling so sweetly, and you are smiling towards her. And yeah, that's really like you are very, very closely connected. It's like you are almost like, I couldn't say one person, but you have a very special bond that no one ever can break, and also no one else come close to it. You are closer to her and her to you than anyone else, if you understand. You have one of a kind connection. So anyways, Two of Pipes is then a card of a woman sitting in, she's going to smoke a pipe, and there is a dove above her head, like a spirit bird or something. Maybe she's connected to spirit through her, I don't know, grass now. Good, because yeah, it seems like very, very loving and sweet, this, and sometimes it's those we are closest with that we also clash with the hardest, because we are honest there. Anyways, behind this woman there is also a place to live there, and there is someone in a canoe a little bit further back in the lake or river here, and so they are kind of disconnected in this, but still moving toward. I mean, it's moving. One is waiting, and the other one is on the move, so to speak. Samantha, Justine, love reading. Oh, we will see for how long I will be here. I will have to go soon. Right. Okay. I will continue with this for now, and then maybe. So you have sent out some messages here, and this one is maybe responding or on their way. You can just sit there and wait and see what happens. And then we have Apprentice of Pipes, which shows that you are very I mean, this seems like someone doing qigong or something, someone who is, or tai chi, or someone who is closely connected to their energy, and working with that in some way or another. Yeah, an energetic person as well, who needs to slow down and maybe do that as well. Sorry. And then we have Six of Arrows, and it's like you're looking towards the. Here it's really a fun one, because it shows that you see the edge of a waterfall from the upper part. It's just a horizon, like, but it's fast flowing water. So it's like you wonder what is beyond what you see there. And you want to move there. And I think here is also one arrow that is broken beneath you. So I don't know. I think that means that you need to change direction. You had a, a, a direction on where you wanted to go, and you need to change. You need to, yeah, in some way or another. There, you don't have to move when it comes to someone you want to connect with. They will come to you, but when it comes to yourself, you have to make some changes. And then judgment, which then is about discernment. And here it's very sweet. It's little, there is in each of these almost, there is a home showing very clearly, like in the woods, actually, a little cotton or something. Is that what it's called, anyways? Tiny house. But this is so sweet. Sweet. The judgment card on her head in this image, there is a little tiny Native American standing talking to buffalo with a staff, and yeah, I don't know. It's so sweet. I've never seen it like this. It's like the smoke from this little house comes up to this. It's like a path up to this native standing on her head. So what I mean is that this probably is that you can communicate to maybe ancestors there, and get the understanding you need to discern in a right way, to make right judgments on what to do. And then the last card here, aside from the whole moving into a new home or celebrating something new, is the harvest lodge of the stones. And here this is a home filled with riches. It's like if you see this, the whole card is of this home, and you see the opening of it, and inside there is so much. I mean, it's full of riches and everything you need. So nothing will be lacking. You have everything you need, and you will have. So yeah, abundance actually in all ways. Yeah, and it will get better and better things. But there is some movement that you have to do, and I don't know. That's what I know here. I also wonder about this close connection to the mother here. If I don't know if you're in a relationship. No, maybe I pulled some card for that. No, that wasn't you. God, I mix you all up. But it's almost like this goes smoke signals to the one you want to connect with anyway. So you will. And there is this home with all the abundance that you will find also together, I assume. But yeah, there is some discernment and change of direction that is needed. And I'm in distance. Oh, yeah. So, but you will come together and be able to create this abundance together, as well as, I don't know what the change of direction is here, though. You may know that, but there is, in some ways there is something you have intended, or a direction you had that, but you are looking in that direction. So you kind of know it. You know that you probably need to take another route, but then again, you're fearful of what is on the edge there. If you go down that waterfall, maybe you don't know how high it is and how dangerous it could be. Like, so you hesitate, but I think you need to go in that direction, the direction that you fear to go in, actually, and where it's unknown. You don't know what comes there, but it will be good. It all will be good. So yeah, he's there canoeing away. I think so. But just wait. And if something, as I said before, talked about this whole tsunami relationships. If someone pulls away, if they have been closer and pulls away, I don't know if this goes for you though, because this seemed positive. But then it's almost like when the ocean draws back, you should suspect a tsunami even if they come back. So leave the beach, run. Like, so. But yeah, in this it's positive. You can just be calm. Let that person take their time. This person is probably busy doing something else, just like paddling. So yeah, it's not that they dismiss you, I don't think, in this card. So yeah, you're welcome. So I wonder, was there someone else here? I don't recall. There was someone else here, like Samantha. I don't recall who I've done something for even. You're welcome. So I don't see the comments roll away here. So who was it? There was someone else who asked for some card, right? Otherwise, I will just end now. But I will be back soon, sooner or later, if no one else asks for a card right now. Because I've been here for like over 2.5 hours now. This is the longest, I think, for a while. Thank you so much for being in here with me, and we will chat soon. And I'm sorry if I dismissed someone here now. I mean, not dismissed, but if I missed someone, come back and I will. Oh, ASMR. Yeah, I can do, but if you need, and then it's no, I can pull some cards in for you. ASMR machine. Shall I use this medicine woman again? I will do that. I'm sorry, I will stay. You get healing card, ASMR machine. So the 8 of the strength card in this deck. It's very beautiful. So a lot of animals and the kid sitting on the arm of his mom, or some women hair, and yeah, it's very beautiful. I will read about it. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I will see what it says in this deck. It doesn't say too much in this little pamphlet to the cards, but it's a very beautiful card. It's the strength card in tarot as well, which actually mean the merging, or to balance the physical and spiritual, and to let the spiritual lead, to not like this ignore those signs and so on. Let's see now. Healing. You have worked hard to get where you are. Your system of knowledge can be utilized in this area. Trust your power to mend situations. That's all it says. Trust your power. Yeah. So this healing mainly is about trusting all that strength that you have. You have a lot. I think this goes quite well along with previous cards I got for you, right? So I wish you could see it though, if I if I weren't too shy to have the webcam up. But it's the medicine woman tarot cards, and number 8 or healing it's called. So it's possible probably to Google how it looks like. She's standing beside a stream here, or water, and there's a tree. It's very beautiful. But it's also all these animals around. There is a bear and almost a lion, maybe a cougar or something, and a cub, and I think these are also your strengths that you have. And there are other animals actually beside here. Some elk and a white bird, and there are a lot of animals, and I think all these represents strengths that you have worked hard to gain, and that now you can really use them and trust them. Yeah. And also be brave. I mean, know that you have what it takes. And when this healing card comes up and when it's connected to the strength, I would assume that you have ability to heal. I mean, not only yourself, but to give that to others a lot. And I mean, those all who work with ASMR, I think, are healers. Represent children? You mean the animals? Because they are like animals. There is a child sitting on the shoulder, which is not so common on the woman here, a mother. So I think it shows that she's strong enough to carry children, all those grown-up children there are as well. There are quite some, and heal those and help them. Yeah. So in your case, this healing is more so about all the strength you have to give and how you heal the world with all you have. And you have really worked hard to gain these strengths that you have. But now you can use them, and also need to trust yourself and trust your ability to use them. So that's that. Was there someone else? It was just one card for you now. I mean, I don't try to be. I don't like play favorites. I don't discern. It's like the cards that come up, and sometimes I don't understand, or maybe they don't say that much. Let's say, but it can be as a strong message anyway. So yeah, that's what it says. Now you can utilize them. Yeah, and as the previous cards some other time said, it was like you need to get out there. You need to do that. I mean, do not hold back. So now I want to go to sleep, but now it's like 8 in the morning here, and I will meet someone at 10. No use to go to sleep now. Oh, I guess I'll sleep. I have to drink more coffee. It's very cold, but good. And I speak half Swedish now. Good anyways, I mean. And the sun is up. We have had so many. I mean, the sun is always up in north of Sweden. But we have such hot days. Awesome, but also kind of long for rain or something. Like 30 plus degrees Celsius and so on. It's not always common here north of Sweden. So yeah, it was so fun. I wonder if this Amanda or someone. No, who was it now? I think there was someone else. Maybe that person left, or I feel like I didn't purposely ignore someone anyways, but I will wait a little bit just to see if. So I didn't happen to miss someone. Or maybe I can sit here and fall asleep. But anyways, Kara, you need to write that book or those books, because I guess there is not just one. It will be like serious if Tolkien is right. And this, yeah. About living in Sweden, oh my. Then all Swedes get pissed because I will not do it justice. Yeah, I will try. There is a lot of things to say. And I suddenly get all political in my mind. Yeah. And but one thing to me, people who talk about the land, they often mean like that, the government and so on. I really have never thought about it that way. I think about it in a native way. So I think about the physical land. I think about the beauty of it and the lushness of it. I recall the first time when I was like 18, I don't know, something like that, when I went to Cyprus. And when we were going to land, I was surprised that it was almost like it is quite green there at some places, but it was almost desert like in some areas. And here it's so lush, everything. I mean, in Canada, obviously, you know that as well. Oh, that's a lot. Swedishness. Yeah. And so that is something, especially now when everything is like so extremely green, it almost hurts your eyes. I mean, everywhere it's so lush and so green and so fresh. It's such a beautiful land. And also, we have no dangerous creatures almost. Like, yeah, we have a few bears. And now they cut down so much of the forest. It's almost like just a facade along the roads, I guess. But so they come in where people live more, I guess now. Uh, both wolves and bears and elk. I mean, what are they called? Moose, and we have those. But usually they aren't dangerous, and we have no dangerous snakes and whatnot. So, and you know, those kind of scorpions or whatever, they're just people. There, but the nature way, yeah. So, in that sense, I really love. Oh, my cat is just disturbed by me talking all the time. She stares at me from a little teepee. Hey, baby. Yeah, I will have to go. She says almost. Yeah, yeah. But nowadays, people know always where you are at. You know, with all the technique and all the hacking, and we are all trapped in this, aren't we? Also, all the matrix. Not only, I mean, not only the invent. I mean, the purposeful tracking, and so, but also the whole energetic net of sorts. We are very, very trapped in a way, and as well as when it comes to communicating with the spirit world, and so it messes up it a bit. Oh yeah, kitty kisses. She sits and wonder what I'm doing for so long. Oh, she's so sweet. Yeah. Oh. I don't know what I've done wrong now, but something is not okay by her. She think I should shut up. So, but yeah, I would try. So I've lived in many parts of Sweden, so in that case, I can talk about that. And I love them all. I wish sometimes to live more in southern parts of Sweden. It's closer everywhere, and also if you want to go further in Europe and so, it's closer. But then again, I love it up here also. I was meant to be here, I guess. So, about your relatives, have you been here? I mean, are you where where did they just go over there? Or? Yeah, I just see her ears now. She hold one steady upward. She wants to listen. Am I talking to her? What am I doing? Yeah. But anyways, are they where in Sweden do they come from, and do you still have relatives here, or were they those who went over there? No. There is a program on TV. I haven't seen it so many times, but those from the states who come here, they have had relatives back in time who moved over there. It was so poor here. I had some also who were about to go there but died. Anyways, it was very poor, and oh, cultures, yeah. So they come here and track their relatives and learn about Sweden and so on. I guess if I had watched these shows, I could tell more about Sweden. Sometimes you also don't know how it differs. One thing when I talked about some other Canadian with some other, the what I've heard is that our culture and so on is most like the Japanese culture, which surprises me. I thought we were more like the US or like Canada or so, but I think it differs quite some. And also, I don't know if that's true for all of. I don't even know if it's true in Sweden anymore, but I think it was, because I was like appalled when someone said it. Some from Canada said it could be okay to like hit or like use violence, as I mean physical force, when raising children and so on. And to me, that would be not okay. So, yeah, I don't know if that's a general way of seeing it. Previous in time, it was, though. I mean, it was like normal here, and I guess maybe it's becoming more normal now too. I don't know really. And also, there are many cultures living here, so. Oh, wonderful! I have where my dad live. Or my grandparents moved there and built just in the first like built a house and their farm and so on. And so, yeah, I feel a strong connection to their place. Mm, that's something special, actually. I do think so. Uh, yeah, and also here, I mean, I stem from. It's just the recent years that I've heard about that. I never thought about wondering. I mean, some people call me not Swede, and not being a Swede, kind of, because that I stem from the native Swedes, also, and but I don't even know that culture much. So, but I feel a strong connection, especially when it comes to the shaman stuff and so on. And I've always did, although I didn't kind of know it. I wasn't brought up in it, so I always felt that it's close to me, some way or another. So, but I can't talk about that culture because I haven't lived in it. Yeah. So, but what about the living in Sweden? Is it you're curious about, Kara? I mean, what to talk about? Vina Jane. There. I'm here. I'm here. And I have so many likes now that I'm not used to. I've been here for almost 3 hours. So I will probably go in about like 10 minutes or so. Thanks a lot. Yeah. This is so much easier to have live ones because you don't have to upload them. They are already there. How easy. Yeah, I recorded, but about what? No, I mean about what? I know what about, but I mean living in Sweden just it feels like related to what? I mean, since I've only ever lived in Sweden. So I can try and talk about it. It would be fun if I had checked those the programs I talked about, because that focuses in on the differences. And when I watch them, I've forgotten now, but then I really get surprised by how different it is. Like certain things, like they were surprised though, from those from the US that came here, that we had. I don't really know. When do you want to expect me? I do this just randomly, except from, I've said to ASMR Machine that I will be here on the full moon, when it's full moon here in Sweden, at night then. Not, this is the morning time, so like in 12 hours from now or so, in time of the day. Okay, a general idea. I will speak about it generally then. But also that they were very surprised that if I am able to like upload, but I can do them private first and then upload it, even if it's like sort of a live one when no one else is there. You can do that too. In schools, we have like food, I guess so now too, most of the time, or at some places as well. Yeah, I think most, that is made from scratch, like real, real food, so to speak, but from real, yeah, whatever. It's not like French fries and so on, as in some schools in States. Oh, it's midnight here. So, yeah. So, on the full moon, I would be here around 12 hours from now. Around that time, maybe an hour earlier or later or so, but around that time. Yeah, I want to. I just figure, what can I say? Do I even know how it is to live here? I've always lived in space. Other people are so, uh, grounded in the physical, so it becomes special to me. Yeah, I want to do it. I want to do what I can. It's 2 a.m. Oh, oh wow. To me, I'm waking up here. It's 8 a.m. So it's like, yeah, whatever the difference is. But I want to fall asleep though, because it was so hot. So I've been up since 3:30 in this morning or something. Yeah. Well. So yeah, we'll find something to say. I've lived here anyways, so that is what is it word for that? It spreads when you yawn. I can't even think about yawning, then I have to yawn. Yeah. That topic, it will be always involved, a ramble topic of a scatterbrain. Yeah. So yeah, so mostly I've done those meditations where you embrace your, I mean, you kind of widen your aura and so on, when you embrace the country and then the whole world and all that. I can more talk about the meditations, but yeah, no, I've been both married to and close to people to have been more grounded, so I've had to experience the physical realm. On twin flame, oh yeah. Oh, that's a mess. I can tell you that. Twin flames. Wow. Yeah, that would be something. Thanks for suggestions. Twin flames, I think, are very. We have to ground ourselves. This is not the right way, maybe. But to be relaxed is good, though. But yeah, as far as I've reckoned, when it comes to twin flames, they are oftentimes I don't know if it have to be as polar opposite as yin and yang, but I assume it almost is. It's really opposing, and it's not easy. So, which grounds? Yeah. So, yeah, yeah. The physical, it's so thick, to navigate there is so slow and so it's awesome also, obviously, but it's not, it's disturbingly slow. Yeah. And also vulnerable, you get very vulnerable being in the very much grounded in the physical. Then you are fully, if you're fully in the physical, then there is like no escape also. Yeah. But I don't know, some about the twin flames, some people just say that it's not there, but I think it is. I think we have a lot of soulmates, and there is one twin flame. I don't know if this is just a made up idea though, but I do think so. And I mean that it exists, and that we come from the same spark and get like divided, and that we are connected like that to one like individual. But I'm not sure about that though. I mean, those sparks, couldn't they be divided into several individuals then? I don't know. But as far as I know who is my twin flame, which is super disturbing. Twin flame soulmates. Yeah. I think soulmates is those that we have been hanging. It doesn't have to be actually also, but those we have shared lifetimes with and so on. Many times. Higher grounds. Wow. Yeah. So, yeah, I have nothing important to say here. Oh my gosh. Oh, hope it's not so hot anymore so you can sleep. Well. It seems to be no more questions here. So thanks for being here. 3-hour chat. I have to stop then and warm my coffee up. Oh, I'm sorry. I think when they talk about thank you. When they talk about what is the word now? The witches sometimes call it the familiar. I don't know. Actually, I think probably the Labrador that I took care of was very much, she was almost like my soul, I felt. So I don't know that. I assume we can have that sort of connection to many things, like to certain plants, to certain minerals, to certain animals, to certain, in all dimensions and levels of existence, we can have a stronger connection to certain ones. I don't know if they can be soulmates, but it feels like it for sure. To me, it feels like it even more so, I think, oftentimes than people. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so very much, all of you, and sleep well. And yeah, I maybe should like draw. I mean, I'm so scattered. I will just write down some. What was it now? If it was suggestions or if it's just playtime. Oh, thank you so much. Bye for now, ASMR Machine. It was like living in Sweden. Twin flame soulmates. It was something else too, right? What was it in between there? You maybe have left already, everyone. Oh, thanks for all the hearts and everything. So appreciate. Oh, 7 likes also. I must always sit here like 3 hours. So I get so many likes. Now I get cocky. Oh, well, I don't remember, even if it was like 3 things. I could, you think you can remember then? Ground. It was your suggestion, like Vina Jane or grounds. What? To ground ourselves. A video about that. No, I don't know if that was a suggestion. What was it? It was something else, right? I've forgotten. Well, I will have to go. This is like me talking on the phone as well. I have a hard time to end it. So, yeah. Maybe, yeah, I can scroll this one later or check it, what it was then, since I forgot. My brain is really slow. What about astrology? Oh, I suck at astrology. Now there was a new one. Yeah, I will check it later what it was. But astrology is also very interesting because, okay, I have a clue, like a vague clue. I have a cousin of mine who is very into that and do those charts, whatever charts it says. It says it is called. But I was so disturbed by the fact that it doesn't follow the exact planetary movements and so on. I felt that it was fake, and it disturbed me so much. I have not been wanting. Now she stares at me again, the cat. No, I have to stop. But I thought that was really disturbing. It have to be like actual, I felt. But now I realize that, but the ones that are more in India and so on, I think follows that more. But still, the symbolic meaning and all of it really can be super accurate still and useful. So I really want to learn more, although I have a clue. So that I think I won't. I don't want to make a topic on that one. Yeah, awesome. So I will. I will have to learn then, which is good. I like to learn. Well, take care now then, and we will talk another day. Bye for now.